So, to be clear, you are of absolutely no help and will be a detriment every step of the way. I see. A sad sight of ruin, this is. Still a lot of mushrooms, though. These mushrooms used to be sold on the marketplace here in Alwinion, and were one of the reasons Boren liked to trade here. These mushrooms make you think of a good sauce. Well, maybe I make them think of a good human sauce. Yeah, I am a human. I mean, I am a mackerel phones, but I'm also a human. These flowers have no idea that this place used to be a village. I guess they're young flowers. And I guess that flower developed this melodramatic view of life after witnessing what happened to Alwinion. One of these flowers is in a relationship with a mushroom. The other used to disapprove, but is learning to be more tolerant. This mushroom is in a relationship with a flower. I see. They completed the story arc. This mushroom has a lisp. A tiny communist mushroom. Is that one red? Dang, I missed it. This mushroom thinks that a profit-based economy eventually leads to a decaying infrastructure, but it has no one to explain its theories to. Just like me! You're a smart mushroom, man. Just keep that in mind. Don't let anyone tell you any different. This mushroom acts like it's above everyone. The joke is that it's on rock so it's taller than the others. Being somewhat snooty, these flowers would prefer to live in a garden. All this little wacky humor I feel like is kind of underpinning the sadness of the scene. This wall looks like it's been chewed on. How odd. Oh look, there's some Stonehenge stuff up there. People once died to defend this temple to a god whose name no one remembers. An Ozymandias kind of situation, huh? Now, as a matter of fact, we do remember Ozymandias, but I'm talking about the poem by Percy Shelley, who I think turned up earlier in this very game, or a book of his did. Prometheus Unbound? All the stands have collapsed. Time has not been kind to these fragile structures. I'm amazed that the cloth hasn't all rotted away yet. The debris of a life that no longer exists. Objects that have no meaning without people to care about them. These flowers are very excited about the puddle. This flower isn't unhappy, but it has the feeling that the world isn't quite what it once was. It might be right, but only for this town. The world isn't so good now, but it really never has been. And it's a lot better now than it has been. Well, maybe, probably. They think they're on the beach, huh? Well, it's because it's a matter of perspective, and that's what this puddle demonstrates. You see, the temple demonstrates the inevitability of decay, and how this town will be forgotten someday like it was. And all the lives and all the deaths here will perhaps have been for naught. And a monument to the wheel, which... Oh, so Alwinion... Yeah, they said it was like a wheelwright's town, right? But to these flowers and these mushrooms, life is sort of springing anew. Oh hey, his lost amulet! It was actually here. Lucky for Boren, huh? Well, before we go, I want to look around a little more. A broken wheel. Perhaps this house belonged to a wheelwright. Humidity and time are distorting the wood that makes up this unfinished wheel. Nature is beginning to reclaim the road. I'm surprised that it hasn't reclaimed this town even more. Perhaps one day these flowers will cover the entire village, and no one will remember that people once lived here. And that's why it's so important to have written historical records. Because if you have those, then at least someone will remember. At least someone would be aware. These two flowers once talked to a flower that lived in a garden when Alwinion was a living village. They're not sure they like the idea of gardens. Oh wait, this is a tremendous toadstool. I figured it'd just be another mushroom, but okay. Hey, blue mushroom, you can become buddies with the tremendous toadstool. In any case, earlier flowers want to be in a garden, now these flowers want to not be in a garden. It's ironic. It comes full circle, but, hello, dragon. Didn't know you were there. The dragon has avoided eating this mushroom. They're friends. I hope it thinks I'm a friend, too. Grrr? Grrr? Unfortunately, we don't understand the dragon's language, huh? But his name is Milish the Dragon. In any case, he seems to not be eating us. So, Milish, I'll see you around. You seem like a good guy, I'm sure, and I'll find Niam. We'll get that translator installed on the window. Anyway, next to the shadowy glen. I mean, it's fine. It couldn't possibly be worse than Alwinion. Doesn't look shadowy. These flowers are enjoying the sun. See what I tell you? Just a couple mushrooms, watching the water flow. This colorful stream flower has a very pleasant smell. Forest animals often eat these before going on a date. Oh, because it's like an air freshener or a breath thing, like a breath mint? An insect related to the butterfly which mimics a flower. It is friendly and unafraid of humans. Huh. We're getting a lot of stuff, aren't we? It's totally awesome. Oh, that's the sense in which they mean tremendous. It's not really that big, I guess. Why touch it? Fair enough. It smells of wheels within wheels. Also of baby feet. The mouse inspects the mushroom and pronounces it to be inedible in its raw state, but useful in alchemical processes. Eat it! This habit of just putting things in your mouth without thinking. What is it about? I'm just a kind of weird guy sometimes. The eggs of a lunatic loon. They're endemic to this area. This mushroom thinks very highly of William Morris. Some say that clusters of mushrooms like this one are annoying children cursed by witches. Oh no, there isn't a witch around here, is there? Well, that's a pretty rough fate for annoying children, I mean. This purple mushroom is purple. Oh, and also it's a fox. Or no, it's a squawks. It's a... Okay, bye. I'll be on my way. Tree mushrooms. Tree mushrooms are cool. Yeah, what's with this scary music? This place is barely even dark, and listen to the descriptions. They're all so goofy. The flower grins at you. Although that's friendly, it is oddly creepy. It's very unusual for flowers like this one to grow here. A keg of beer broke apart next to these mushrooms last week, and they got drenched. Now they think they're birds. Yeah, booze will do that. This mushroom has a hiccup. This mushroom is trying to scare the other mushroom. Oh, I see, to cure the hiccup. It's like a friendly kind of scaring. Maybe he got the hiccups because he drank so much. A non-alcoholic flower. A cute ladybug is writing a sonnet to Bob the Spider under one of these flowers. Bob the Spider, he's just everywhere, man. And he has fans. You know, there's some ladybug who normally would be quite scared of a spider, but not this one because Bob the Spider is no normal spider. He is perhaps the greatest man of our generation. And I'm guessing that one, the hangover, is probably who spilled the keg of beer. Oh! Hello? You friendly? Well, at least that cheered me up. This mushroom has an interest in classical music, particularly Yevstigny Fungin. I have a feeling that's a name of a real composer, but it's like a pun being combined with mushroom words. Yet another mushroom. A mushroom aspiring to become a lemon. Well, earlier we met a mushroom descended from a lemon. A family of Wurgus lives inside this mushroom. Extremely cute and extremely poisonous mushrooms. Anyway, you, Tiny mushroom tinies. Hey, were you a friendly dog? Arf? His name is Maridu. So, Maridu, are you a nice guy? I hope so. I'm beginning to be rather scared of the shadowy glen. Is Maridu. Means black puppy, 'cause I am tiny and has black fur. I is harbingers of death. You don't do the killing though, right? Yourself? It's a nice forest. I likes the streams. I make splash. You hungry? You don't need to eat me, right? Papa is hungry. Ugly ship make bad sound and scare Papa's foods away. You help, Papa? I'd like to, if only you'd tell me what you ate. Well, see ya, harbinger of death. Okay, so maybe visiting this place wasn't the best idea, but maybe I'm just subscribing to a silly old superstition. Oh hey, it's the repulsive squish leaf. Got it after all. Keg's a very excellent beer. So that's the brewery up ahead, huh? These flowers smell of beer. Tree mushrooms! Yay! Yay! We just met a harbinger of death. Well, at least he's honest. A water wheel made years ago in Alwinion. Its legacy lives on. In some form, anyway. The fairies who hang around these mushrooms may look dainty, but they're tough as nails. Don't bother them, and they won't bother you. Anyway, so you're that town guard's dad, right? A cup for tasting beer? The beer is brewing away. It is important to measure the pressure inside the brewing mechanism. This is why breweries sometimes explode. Oh, they explode? I didn't know that. Sounds very unsafe. Let's look at these. Wow. That is a lot of beer. Yeah, that keg is tall. Anyway, so you're the guy here who makes beer, right? Aye. What is it, traveler? So tell me about yourself, Torkin. My name is Torkan, and this is my brewery. I make the finest beer in these islands. My family has lived on the Isle of the Moon since before records began. Aye, and we've been brewing beer ever since. So, I met your son, Banban. The lad can be a little foolish if you know what I mean, but his heart's in the right place. That's what truly matters, is it not? I don't know, I mean... people with good intentions can still cause great harm if they're sort of foolish, you know? Brewing, an ancient honorable art, passed down from generation to generation since the earliest days of the world. Beer brings health and good cheer to all, and I am proud to be a brewer. Well spoken, Torkin. Tell me about the glen. It is quiet and peaceful, and the water's fresh. What better place to build a brewery? Petrified Forest? Oh yeah, I heard about that from Patricia. The Petrified Forest is a strange place, somewhat to the southeast of here. Here, I'll mark it on your magic map. You might want to stay away from there, though. It's eerie. Some say it sprang from the ground when the timber tyrant died. That's probably false. Anyway, so I'm here to get some beer for Oi. You know Oi? Oi needs beer again already? Well, I won't complain. Here, put these in your window. Only my finest for Oi. Do you have a token? I do have such a token. I know a little of its history, too. All the families that rose against the timber tyrant have one to ensure the tyrant remains entombed forever. I might be willing to part with it, but it is more precious than the people of Port Derrig know. I'll tell you what. Since you're a traveler, perhaps you can find something for me. Some time ago, an old friend of mine, Ninkasi, promised to send me the recipe for her secret beer. It never arrived, and she pridefully refuses to send it again. If you locate it for me, I will give you the token. Guess she was his girlfriend. The Timber Tyrant was the king of the Isles a long time ago. A great general and a terrible man. A lot of people like that. He conquered and slaughtered and oppressed like few before him until our ancestors rose up against him. They say his tomb is in the petrified forest. Okay, so now we know where it is. So do you know that dog outside? What does he eat? I thought it was trying to be invisible, so I pretended not to see it. Can't say I know what to feed it, though. How about you ask another dog? I don't know another dog. But okay, so we got some beer. No, I shouldn't taste it here, because it's right in front of him. Well, it's fine. I'm tasting it on my side of the window. Just give it to Oi. It smells of fermented cereals. You take a sip. Yeah, it's pretty good. The mouse says it prefers wine. Of course you do, mouse. Whatever. Well, we made some progress. Before we head back, though, I think we should check out the petrified forest. Stoneberries. They'll split your teeth right in two. Well, hold on, don't we need these for like a potion? Well, I guess we're not taking them anyway. These mushrooms are muttering to themselves. Two very stoic mushrooms. A stoned stone mushroom. It's been smoking marijuana. Oh no, these are the stone things we needed for the potion. Stoneflower seeds. You already have stoneflower seeds. So does that mean they're like seeds of a petrified flower? I mean, okay. Is rather ominous here. Way more so than that dark glen. There's a tiny stone insect drinking stone nectar from one of these stone flowers. Is it alive? I mean, I guess so if it's still drinking. You're not agile enough to get across, especially not with this window. There's a new goal? So we've got to find the tomb of the Timber Tyrant. And yeah, I'm not sure what just got added to this. Is the tomb of the Timber Tyrant straight through there in that tunnel on the left? Apparently not. Two pretty stone flowers. These stone flowers are playing hide and seek. It's a very slow game, but they've got time. A crooked mushroom. It's amazing how heavy these mushrooms are. You wouldn't want one to fall on your head. These mushrooms know the secrets of witchcraft. Don't try to eat these mushrooms. They'll break your teeth. Well, as a matter of fact, mushrooms I don't think live for 10 years. I think they live for like very brief periods of time. So back to Port Derrig. So we've fulfilled some of our chores. Hello? So the door to Town Hall is stuck. You know what we can do about that? The door only opens if you push it a bit to the left while you're opening it. It would be easy to fix, but for some reason the mayor won't let me. I don't understand why he doesn't believe I can do it. Oh, so it wasn't really stuck at all. Can I have your token? I don't have something like that. I don't think so. Maybe you should ask my father. Truthfully, I'm beginning to feel kind of guilty. Like, these tokens are family heirlooms, and we're just like, hey, can I have them? Mayor Penglog's scared of Torkin, but I don't understand why. Dad's not scary, is he? Not really. I don't know Patrick very well, but he told me a very funny joke. Goes like, two banshees walk into a bar, and the barman says that, it's something about karaoke. But the way he said it was so funny. I'm sorry, I'm not good at telling jokes, but I'm glad Patrick's feeling better. You been to the Petrified Forest? That place makes my fur stand on end. Be very careful if you go there. Or better, just don't go. Are you aware of a beer shortage? I mean, you're the brewer's son, surely you would be, Banban. That poor old man in Oi's Inn is drinking too much. I think he used to be famous. I'm not good with history. I'm sorry he's so sad, though. Well, thanks for telling us how to get into Town Hall. Now we can finally see the mayor and Wait, is Mayor Penglog like a floating skull? My time is limited. Well, off to a great start here. So, Mayor Penglog, I want to ask you about yourself. I think of myself as a patriot, not in the nationalist sense, of course, but as someone who has the best interests of Port Derrig in mind. Hard choices have to be made, and it will take courage to bring Port Derrig into the future. I am confident that our actions will lead through the current dry spell to a brighter future. We will work hard and overcome our troubles, I am confident. For all legal purposes, these statements are to be taken as being of an inspirational nature. Economic results may vary. I see. He's a consummate sleazy politician. I think. Well, tell me about this island. We are the tiger of the Fortunate Isles, charging forward and never stopping, like a shark. Wait, are you a shark or a tiger? Keep your frickin' imagery consistent, inspired by freedom and hard work to reach for greater heights. We are inspired by our friends on the mainland and ready to cut all excess fat. We will not let red tape and the leeches of society allow the tiger to stop charging forward like a shark. Growth matters, and Port Derrig embodies growth. It embodies austerity measures, and you're the leech, Mayor. Also, you smell like red tape, you hypocritical jerk. You know, Mayor, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying these things to you. I'm being very harsh. But I want to tell you, Mayor Penglog, you know, there are people starving in the streets, like Patrick. You fired him personally. Okay? What's going on, Mayor, with the poverty situation? The problem is not poverty, but an overabundance of wealth which has strangled the fire within that is our desire to competitively rise to the top of the challenging but necessary mountain of business, standing instead in the lush valleys below and... Okay. I get it. Yeah, you're encouraging class division, I get it. So about Underhome, okay? Tell us about this at least. Are you suggesting that as organized and efficient an organization as the Bank of Yawn would initiate foreclosure proceedings by accident? They process thousands of foreclosures per day. It is extremely irrational to suggest that they would not be highly proficient at this. But if they do it so often, they're more likely to make mistakes. You know, Mayor? Perhaps your friend has merely misunderstood something. Recently, a one-time tax on some types of property was instituted according to Mayoral Decision 55B, the processing of which was handled by the aforementioned bank. Should this be the case, once the foreclosure is complete, you can submit 2 forms, one to me and one to a representative of the bank, stating that an error may have occurred. If the bank agrees, the issue will be investigated within the next 48 months. So, to be clear, you are of absolutely no help and will be a detriment every step of the way. I see. Once again, you know, the guy who used to work for you is starving in the streets, Mr. Mayor. If hunger becomes a significant problem, which is extremely doubtful in our rapidly growing economy, we can be certain that a market-based solution will soon materialize. It's not necessary to look to the state to provide for those too lazy to provide for themselves, particularly when our economy is so weak. We just can't afford it. Uh-huh. So there will be no solution because the market is based on is organized by sociopathy, Mr. Mayor. It's not about charity or helping people. Okay? You're a fool if you think it is, Mayor. A stamp that has the authority to control people's lives. A shiny distraction. Papers authorizing the firing of public sector workers, cuts in pensions, and a major bailout for Penglog Golfing Incorporated. So, he's cutting jobs and public funds so he can give his golfing company a bailout. He gets worse by the second, Mayor. Oh, and of course he gets gifts from Lord Urizen, who's a lobbyist. The substances stored in these are completely harmless. Really. Oh, so these drugs, is that the implication? Please keep your hands off these private medical supplies. Fine. Mayor Penglog's diploma of Advanced Post-Historical Economic Management Consultancy from the University of Pladakin, whatever. The planned Port Derrig Golf Club. Yeah, he's letting people starve in the streets so he can build a golf club. That's pretty realistic, actually. That's private property, so stay away. Penglog's beloved lucky golf ball. How to Eat Everything and Make Others Pay the Bill, A Guide to Metaphorical Eating by Theodoros Pengalos. The 10 New Approaches to Creating Profitable Inequality. Genocide Takes Commitment by Merkel. Well, I see. The mayor is in league with Urizen. Penglog's prize for winning the Borrington Elite Golf Championship. A photo of Penglog playing golf. Even the photo's tedious. You earn this, yeah, once again. Garbage. Ayn Rand garbage. You'll never know what's in that safe. Yeah. You know what? Screw you, Mayor. I hate you, and I hope to never see you again as long as I live. Problem is, the world is full of people like him. I mean, perhaps not so obvious about it, though. Anyway, hello, Boren. So I went to Alwinion. It's a sad sight, is it not? There is a beauty to places reclaimed by nature, but it is ever a melancholic beauty. I far prefer the steady, unpretentious, hopeful beauty of a living town. You know how to make flaming cheddar? Flaming cheddar? Ah, with a slice of scram and some fine ale. Scrumptious. Alas, I do not know how it is made. Not all traditions are good or worth keeping, as we dwarves know all too well, but it does sadden me when such things are forgotten. Oh, you're a dwarf. So, hold on. I never looked at his amulet. An amulet that Boren lost, yeah. Doesn't really look good on you. It smells of gold. Strange, that. Eat it. Eating Boret's amulet. That's splendid. Maybe later. The mouse says it used to have one of these, back before it was fashionable. I see. Well, this is pretty old already, so doesn't necessarily mean that it could be fashionable again. We got these seeds. No, not really. What? Poke 'em? They smell gray. Oh, you can eat them. Oh, hey, look! They changed the color of our interface. Neat. Well, anyway, I have your amulet. You found it? I had not dared hope you would, but my heart is gladdened. I think it's a miracle myself. This amulet is not truly precious. It has no Arkenstone or Nymphalos to make it a prize for kings, but it means much to me. It is a memory of things long gone, a connection to the past. Thank you. Here is your sextant. May it guide you to whatever it is you seek. I appreciate it, Boren. I really do. Yeah. Man, look at this stylish stone border. Oh, but our mushroom is gray now. Oh, we can't talk to our mushroom anymore. Oh, no. We can't use any of the interface anymore. Oh, no. Well, oh well. I guess it's inevitable that my habit of putting random things into my mouth would come back to haunt me sooner or later. Hey there, Oi. Got your beer. By the way, any new rumors? Oh, oceanic cucumbers. Or that's not his voice. Oceanic cucumbers have been seen frowning at mermaids in the splendid sea. Okay. Anyway, here's that beer. Thank you, you're a savior. And here's your token. It was lying under a bottle of mimetic mocha. I don't really know what it's good for. The token, I mean, not the mocha. My father gave it to me when I was a boy, saying it was an old family heirloom. And you're just giving it away. It's just, I feel kind of bad. I can return them to you when we're done. So you wouldn't happen to know about this recipe from Ninkasi, would you? Isn't that Torian's old... Ah, I see. Well, I don't think her package ever arrived in Port Derrig. Maybe the ship sank or was robbed by pirates. Could be. Well, now it'll be even harder to find that bit of information, but at least we got Oi's token. So, hey there, old-timer. What's left? Ingredients for the Soup of Recovery, for the Jellification Potion. Got to get the translator device from Niam, but to do that, we have to get off the island, so our next goal is to get a compass. We need some hot peppers? Not sure why that is. And a carrot and a leek. Well, hold on, I know where we can get carrot and a leek. Why don't we just, get a carrot here? Can I get a carrot and leek? I will gladly trade you as many carrots and leeks as you want in exchange for your help. I've run out of fertilizer, and the type of fertilizer I normally use is no longer available. I don't want to use the unhealthy stuff that Lord Urizen's people recommend, so I need someone to get more of the good kind. It's called bat guano, and can often be found in caves. It'll be kind of awkward to ask Patricia to poop for us, but I guess we could. Can I have those peppers? Hot peppers? No, I'm sorry, I only have regular peppers. Hot peppers aren't very popular in Port Derrig. Might have something to do with, that time I accidentally sold those volatile piquant peppers as mild peppers and gave everyone incendiary bowel syndrome. Oops. So, I see. I guess that Lord Urizen is recommending cheaper, really chemically fertilizer that makes the plants basically poisonous, but he sells them anyway because there's money in it. Yeah, because that kind of sociopathic behavior is incentivized in this economic system. The guitar is a tremendous instrument. To my ears, and my ears are really good, there is no sound more lyrical than that of the guitar. No other instrument can so evoke our memories of places long ago, guide us into tranquility, or fill us with hope. Equally, the guitar can express the sorrow and longing of all those bound by the circles of the world. Even the simple melody of the Beleriand blues speaks a truth that no work of philosophy can truly capture. Well, thanks for your philosophy there, Anaria. So, I guess we'll head back to Underhome, because we gotta get the bat guano, and we might have enough stuff to do a bit of alchemy as it is. So, actually, first we should go to the petrified forest to get some more of those seeds. Yep, those are the ones. Also, I notice our interface is back to normal. I'm kind of relieved. How long has it been back to normal? I didn't notice. Maybe it only happened when we traveled. I could see that being the case.